In this video, I am going to calculate peak time. So, as we discussed time domain specifications of control systems, so here we are going to derive the equation for peak time. The final equation you need to keep in your mind to solve different problems. As we already discussed, peak time is the time taken for the response to reach its final value or maximum value. So, here I am going to consider underdamped system. So, for underdamped system, the response of the system is C of t is equivalent to 1 minus e power minus zeta omega n into t divided by root of 1 minus zeta square sin omega dt plus phi. So, this is the response of underdamped system. From this, I am going to consider the peak time or peak time of the system. So, now you can see here I want to discuss one thing. So, to calculate the peak time Tp, I am going to differentiate my response at t is equivalent to Tp. So, that means the formula to get t equivalent to Tp is d by dt of C of t at t equivalent to Tp is equivalent to 0. This is the condition to calculate the peak time. So, we need to differentiate and equate to 0. So, when you differentiated your underdamped system response, time response of underdamped system, and if you substitute t is equivalent to Tp peak time, then you are going to get 0. I want to do this differentiation now. So, this is equivalent to, so now this is equivalent to d by dt of C of t. So, this value is equivalent to d by dt of 1 is equivalent to 0 minus, and here this is constant. So, that is why I am taking that as constant 1 minus zeta square. So, remaining thing is in d by dt of uv formula. So, you need to keep this constant, you need to do a differentiation for this. So, the differentiation of this is zeta omega n into t into minus zeta omega n. So, I am taking this sign as it is now omega t plus phi, and the next step I am going to consider this as it is and I am doing differentiation for v. So, that means e power minus zeta omega n into t. So, the differentiation for this is omega d, and here is cos omega dt plus phi. Differentiation of sign is cos. So, now we need to equate it to 0 and we need to make this as t as Tp. Wherever you saw t, so there you need to make that as Tp. So, that is equivalent to 0. Here you can see, so here I am having some multiplication, I am sending that multiplication to that side. So, that will become 0, and here if you observe these two terms, so here e power minus zeta omega n Tp is in common. So, this common term is also I am sending to that side, that will become 0. I am taking common and sending to that side. So, that will also become 0. The remaining, or so I am writing, I am taking common of minus and I am sending that minus to that side. So, the resultant is zeta omega n sin omega d Tp plus phi plus, so here, so as we taken minus common here, so I want to take minus here, omega d cos omega d Tp plus phi is equivalent to 0. So, we know that omega d is equivalent to omega n root of 1 minus zeta square. So, that also I am going to consider zeta omega n sin omega d Tp plus phi minus, in place of omega d I can take omega n root of 1 minus zeta square. As we know that omega d is equivalent to omega n root of 1 minus zeta square, I am replacing omega d with this term, and here the remaining I am writing like this, omega d Tp plus phi is equivalent to 0. Now, you can see I can take common of omega n and I can send to that side. So, I am sending to that side, the remaining is zeta sin omega d Tp plus phi minus 1 minus zeta square cos omega d Tp plus phi. And we know one thing, to take the angle phi, so zeta root of 1 minus zeta square, and this is for underdamped system. And from this diagram, from this angle diagram, so sin phi is equivalent to, so opposite side by hypotenuse. So that means root of 1 minus zeta square. From this same diagram, cos phi is equivalent to, so adjacent side by hypotenuse, that means zeta. So in this equation, in place of zeta, I can write cos phi. In place of root of 1 minus zeta square, I can write sin phi. I am going to replace that. So cos phi into sin omega d Tp plus phi minus sin phi cos omega d Tp plus phi is equivalent to 0. Now you can see this equation is in the form of sin A cos B minus cos A sin B form. So sin A cos B and cos A sin B form. This is in the form of sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So the equivalent of this is sin A minus B. If you treat this as A, this as B, sin A cos B, cos A sin B. So if you treat this as A and this as angle B, so then the equation relevant to sin A cos B minus cos A sin B is sin A minus B. So I am going to consider this equation as sin A minus B form, where A is equivalent to omega d Tp plus phi sin A minus B is phi. So is equivalent to 0. So the resultant is sin omega d Tp is equivalent to 0. Phi gets cancelled and sin omega d Tp is equivalent to 0. Now when we are deriving our rise time also, we consider like this. We know sin pi is equivalent to 0. If sin pi is equivalent to 0, the phi values may be either 0, pi or 2 pi or 3 pi. So I am going to consider my sin pi as sin pi is equivalent to 0. We know that sin pi is equivalent to 0. That means in place of 0 we can substitute sin pi. So I am substituting like that, sin omega d Tp is equivalent to sin pi. If you compare two sides, this side is also sine, this side is also sine, then omega d Tp is equivalent to pi. By this, the peak time is equivalent to pi by omega d. By this, we can say the peak time Tp is equivalent to pi by omega n root of 1 minus zeta square. So this is the formula for peak time that you need to keep in mind. How we derived that peak time is by this way. So that means first we need to differentiate your response of underdamped system in the condition T is equivalent to Tp and you need to equate with 0. So by equating like that, so you are going to get sin omega d Tp is equivalent to 0. In place of 0, I can substitute sin pi. By comparing both sides, I am going to get omega d Tp is equivalent to pi. So here from this Tp is equivalent to pi by omega d. We know that omega d is equivalent to omega n root of 1 minus zeta square. So the final equation for peak time is equivalent to pi by omega n root of 1 minus zeta square. So for gate problems, you need to keep this equation in your mind as a shortcut to calculate the peak time of the system.